Hello, my valuable friends, and welcome back. I'm Tetivik, and today we're going to discuss how to be more classy. We're going to talk about class, elegance, and grace. These all are very connected, but in general, we will learn how to be that classical, classy, class woman. Before we start, let me remind you that I do one-to-one sessions. You can also purchase my books, any online courses that I do. We have a special website for that, and any luxury items that you like. All links are below, and thank you so much for your generous donations. So let's start. Number one, how to become more classy. You have to have classy language. The words that you use, even the way you communicate your words, your voice of the tone of the voice, the temper, how fast you speak, I would say even how slow you speak, it shows how classy you are. Everything determines how people are going to perceive you and judge you. With a judgment, I don't mean anything bad, but it's just the impression that you are going to give to them. Our language is actually determining what kind of class we're coming from. It talks about our status, it talks about our intelligent level, it talks about us abundance of our heart. As we know, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. So I want to ask you this question. Do you think, if you honestly answer this question, do you think that your language is classy? Watch my videos, any video that you press. Look how classy I talk. Look how classy I dress. Look how classy I sit. Look how classy I move. Everything that I do is classy. And I am not pretending. I cannot pretend for 100 videos and 100 hours. It is part of my character. But most of all, what determines the class is when people open their mouth and they talk to you. You know, sometimes you see these very beautiful, glamorous women, even, but when they open their mouth, you're like, oh, wow. You're just shocked. You don't want to talk. You don't want to communicate anything anymore. You're like, okay, great, thanks. The reason I'm telling you is this, that nowadays we have forgotten about the classiness inside of us, classiness of how we present things. And we just focus on appearance. Appearance is nothing bad, but nowadays the whole focus is just on appearance. It has nothing to do about what is inside, but it's just all about outside. I want you to understand that classiness is your language, and your language comes from inside. That means you have to start reading more books. You have to start listening to more clean and nice music. You have to stop cursing. I always say cursing is not ladylike, and cursing is also not gentlemanlike. I can't perceive a man as a gentleman if he's cursing. I don't take him seriously. I don't actually communicate with type of men like that. They repel me, so we don't even attract. So because I'm classy and my language is classy, I'm more likely to attract classy people or classy places. So your language determines your class. And if you don't know what to say, better don't say anything. Better be just quiet. But work on your vocabulary. You don't know how to say the word, just write it down and spell and pronounce and exercise and test yourself. Did I say it correct? And develop your knowledge. Read about different things. If you are going to be intelligent, your language is going to clear itself out and become more gracious, more classy. Language is number one. Without that, it's no point to go to the appearance if the language is, not very clean. I always say clean language is a classy language. You see how clean I talk? I am not rushing anywhere. I am not trying to impress you. I am not shouting. I'm not arguing. I'm not judging. I am just gracefully communicating an information in a classical, most elegant and calm manner. Classy language is slow. Classy language is not fast. If someone is talking fast, my first question is, what are you hiding? Where are you rushing? Where is this pressure coming from? So slow down. In many of my videos, I tell you to slow down. Doesn't matter what you do. Even you see how I'm touching my hair. Am I rushing it? No. slowly. Slow down your movements, slow down your rhythm of a voice, slow down your words, especially if you want to become classy and be preserved and maintain your classiness. Is you have to understand that the words actually have meaning only when they're not rushed. If I tell you something quick and I rush, that's not nice. If I tell you something slow and I don't rush, that is nice. You see how much more calmer the atmosphere is, how much more softer and like a silkier the voice is, because I'm not rushing. I am present in the moment right now. Now, the second aspect about being classy is your clothing. When we talk about the appearance, it talks so much about your values. It talks so much about your standards. It talks so much about what you want in life, what you will tolerate. People don't need to ask me questions. The way I dress answers all the questions. So there are certain men that will never approach me, not because they're below me or they don't have finances together, but because they don't match with my class. They don't match with my status. They don't match with the lifestyle that I live and what I want to live. So they automatically remove themselves from the equation by the classiness of my appearance, of my clothing. Classy, classy clothing in general, if you want to know, is not open. Classic clothing is not transparent. It's not revealing. Classic clothing cannot be considered as crop top or jeans or flats that you were wearing when you were 12. Why are you still wearing those shoes? Classic clothing cannot be short, like very, very tiny short dresses. It cannot be too open and too revealing that, the shoulders are open, the chest is open, the back is open. That is not classy. I understand nowadays there are a lot of websites, they sell very cheap clothing and all girls just buy and they post the pictures and then other girls get influence of it and do the same. But we have to stop this trend. A woman should never show her chest part. Never. It's very intimate. I don't know where is this trend coming from that women feel very comfortable wearing very open and revealing tops or dresses. And the first thing that you pay attention to is when you see her, it's her chest because it's open. So men, of course, look at it as with the lustful ideas. Other women look on that as just shock, like, why are you open? I also have that part, but I'm not opening. So when I see a woman whose chest is open, whose shoulders are open, whose back is open, whose neck is open, who is everything is open, for me immediately does it says she's not classy. You can say whatever you want. You can put the best designer dress, the best designer belt, the best designer bracelets or earrings. Doesn't matter. Your clothing, if it's revealing, transparent, open, and too short or too small or too tight, it is not classy. So it's very easy. Go to your wardrobe and look what is too small, what is too short, what is too tight, has to go to the bin. I will say even do not donate so you don't punish someone else. Just put in a bin or burn it. Just get rid of it. Classiness, what makes me classy is this. Do you see how close this dress is? Is there any problem with this dress? No. You want a little bit open hands? Here you go. Here you go. You want some skin to show? Here you go. This is maximum you will show, but not everything open. It's a beautiful dress. It's a classy dress. What is wrong? Look, perfectly tailored. By the way, being classy is also tailoring your clothing. Have you noticed all my dresses fit perfectly? Because they're tailored. My tailor is doing a good job. Tailor your clothing so it fits precisely on your body. So it's not too big, it's not too small. But tight clothing have to go. They have to go. Now, the next one, what I want to discuss, number 3 is classy makeup. You can't, by the way, when I talk about makeup, I also talk about nails and hair, but you cannot have purple hair. I understand it sounds fun and you feel like you are a unicorn. That is not classy. Orange nails, green eyeshadow. Can you imagine that combination? It's too much going on. The best way I can tell you with the makeup you want to do, you can do eyeliner, you can do a little bit beautiful shadow. But if your nails are orange, your eyeshadow cannot be green. That's already too much. First of all, we do not accept orange nails because in a nature that color does not really resonate with your natural complexion. So the only nail colors, and I mentioned that a lot in my videos, are nude, baby pink, that's completely fine, French, it's very beautiful, any um, shade of red and any shade of pink, as long as it's not hot pink, which is like a neon pink, that is totally fine. But we're not wearing white nails. We're not wearing yellow, orange, green, blue. Those colors are not feminine. Have you seen a royalty? Have you seen me in any videos wearing those type of colors? No. Only baby pink, pink, red, French. That's all you will see. And I can all the time completely am devoted to this. I never change that. The same is with the makeup. The same is with the skin. I don't wear purple lipstick. I don't do that. Eyebrows, classy, not like this, not like that, not stretching your skin and putting hair somewhere where it doesn't exist. Classy, a beautiful arch. You're a woman. You're not a man. Make sure your lashes. I always say that actually, lash extensions and fake lashes are not classy. Did you know that? These are my lashes. I have long lashes. I don't need fake lashes. And you don't need fake lashes too. It's just a business. People are selling and convincing you that you need that. They made a research asking men, and 97.6%, which is 98% of men say they dislike eyelashes. Yet their girlfriends and wives and fiancés are still wearing eyelashes. So my question is, if men don't like that, they feel repelled by that, why are we wearing it? Why can't we just walk with our lashes? What's wrong with your own lashes? If you didn't burn your lashes, if you were not in some emergency, if you didn't lose your hair because of some illness, you have no real reason to wear fake lashes on a daily basis. I knew a girl who worked in a shop where I used to shop for clothing, and every day she will wear fake lashes. And in my mind, I don't really understand because it's just a sales associate. She's not doing a glamorous job. What's the point of wearing fake lashes? Especially she was already engaged. I didn't understand the point. It's just waste of money. And I said to her, calculate how much money you are spending on hair lash extensions of fake lashes. And she said, oh yeah, that's a couple of hundreds. I said, well, put that money somewhere in your savings and buy a book. Buy my course. Learn how to be classy. But what I'm trying to teach you is that makeup cannot be too extravagant. It can have nice like a liner, it can have some nice color. You see how the color matches the dress. Everything can be nice. You can have lip liner if you want, you can have lip gloss, you can use the highlighter. Totally do everything you want to do, but do not exaggerate. Make it natural. Of course, I have a lot of makeup on. Not a lot, but I have makeup on. I have my mascara. I have my eyeliner. My brows are done. My lips are with a lipstick and a lip liner. Of course, I have makeup, but it's still classy. It's nice to look at me. It's not too much. It's not that, oh my God, she doesn't even look like a human being. It's me. These are my lips. These are my hair. These are my eyebrows. Natural is more classy than plastic surgery or Botox or lifts, facelifts, all these lips that the women are doing right now. Everyone is talking about it, but yet you all are still doing it. So what's the point of people telling you that it's unclassy if you're going to continue doing it? So please sit down and write down what is that I do with my clothing, with my language, with my makeup that makes me look unclassy, and then illuminate those things. If you're wearing eyelashes, fake eyelashes, remove them. you're already one step closer to classiness. If you're cursing, remove those curse words. That's why it's called cursing. It means you put a curse on you when you talk. Why it's called cursing? You have never asked about that? And illuminate those things. And then look at your wardrobe and illuminate the clothing that are not classy. Start wearing dresses. You're a woman. If you're a man, start wearing suits. That is classiness. For men, if we talk about the makeup and appearance, it's grooming. Grooming the beard, that is classy. Ungroomed, uncut, uneven beard is not classy. So men can also be very classy. I personally think that all men and women need to be classy. In older times, they knew how to dress. Look how men and women used to dress. And look what is happening nowadays. Because we have lost class, completely lost class. Now, the next thing I want to discuss, number 4, is you need to have classy friends. People that you surround yourself with influences you. Classy friends don't smoke and drink and are allowed in a public. They're not laughing to get attention. They're not looking for validation. Classy friends are dressed classy. Classy friends go with you to classy places. So your friendship, really think about it. Who from my friend is not classy? When I meet girls and I see any of them is not classy, I don't really give my number. I don't really entertain them because I understand that it's influence. They're going to influence me, and I don't want that kind of influence. If we're going to the places and they're wearing summer shoes, open toes, but it's winter, that's not classy. So it doesn't matter how classy I am dressed, because of how she is dressed, men, people, kids, animals, trees are going to judge me that I'm not classy too, because you are judged by the friend you hang out with. That's why I tell you it's better to walk alone. It's better to go out alone than with an unclassy friend. And admit you have unclassy friends who are slappy, whose hair is in a bun, whose makeup is not done, whose hair is not washed, who is cursing, who is smoking while you're walking in a street, who are loud, who are dressed like they are homeless, and you're still hanging out with them. And you're beautiful, but you're still hanging out with them. Or just was someone to go on a gym with, or someone to go on a lunch with. I prefer to go alone. This classiness, I don't want this to be ruined. So consider really thinking and stop negotiating this point. Remove unclassy friends. Or say, friend, do you mind dressing more classy so we match? Let me teach you. Let's watch this video together. Let's read this book. Let's have an etiquette class. Let's go to the person who can style us, the stylist. Let's go to the shop and ask some advice there. But let's do something. And the next one, which is of course related again with the people that we are spending our times with, is dating classy men. I love that. I love classy men. It's not about them paying the bill. That's also part of class. It's not about them opening the door for you. That's beautiful too. That's just being chivalrous. It's not even those little things, but it's about how they carry themselves. Dating classy men, it is inevitable for you to not become classy woman, because that energy just influences you. I am very particular actually when I date men. It's very important for me, how does a man look like, what is he wearing. And I don't mean like it has to be designer. That's not what I mean. But it needs to be clean, groomed. I will not date a man who is dressed like a boy with little shorts and tennis shoes. I'm not going to date you because I'm very classy. You don't match with me. So it's very important. What sort of men are you dating? Have you paid attention what men you are dating? Just open, if it's on WhatsApp or maybe it's just in contacts, and look through what type of men am I dating? Who am I talking with right now? Are they classy? Is the man I'm in a relationship with classy? Or he's cursing and smoking and drinking and gambling, playing his video games every day? That is not classy. Classy is sit down, read a book, sit down and work on your business, go and exercise in the gym, do something with your life to become more graceful. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, we are lacking grace and elegance nowadays. And it starts with you. If I can do it, of course it takes effort, but that's why this is valuable. Do you think to create Rolls Royce doesn't take any effort? You really think so? Watch their videos how they create this car. You will be mesmerized. I was watching until the late night how they create the new design, and you're like watching it's like a spaceship they're creating. It's beautiful. Takes a lot of finances, effort, time, and masterpiece. But it's done. So why they are emphasizing so much attention in building a car and we are not emphasizing our life and attention and focus of building ourselves being classy? And lastly, what I want to tell you that actually to become classy, you have to create this classical, elegant mindset that everything you touch is classy. Every movement of your shoulder, of even the way you sit down and you stand up is classy. The way you talk to people and the way you treat them has to be classy. Someone is shouting at you, classy woman is not entertaining or responding. She removes herself from the situation. If you're in a bad area, go away from that bad area. Go to the beautiful places. Look at every picture that I make is in a beautiful place. Have you seen me in a fast food restaurant or in a club or in a bar? No, because I don't walk into those places. I feel that I don't belong in there. And by belonging, I mean that if you are comfortable to put your sneakers and your childish clothing and go to the takeaway shop and have a date there, then I cannot blame you for the lifestyle you have because you chose to look slappy. And that's why you're in a slappy place, dating a slappy person, having a slappy lifestyle. So a lot of times people don't understand and ask me, how did you become like this? I said, I made a decision, very precise decision, and decision started with my mindset. Being classy is not about wearing a dress, it's about the mindset. The same is wealth. Wealth is not money, it's the mindset. Being elegant is not beautiful clothing, it's a mindset of elegance. When every little detailing, every little accessory, everything is matching, everything is thought of. Thought of. When was the last time you planned your outfit? You just grab something and you run. I never do that. I plan what goes well with each other. Okay, this is beautiful earring. This will go with this set. Okay, if this is this palette, let me do the gold palette. Fine. The silver palette. Fine. Classical lifestyle starts with classical mindset. Now, I hope now you feel a bit more comfortable and confident knowing what classy woman is, or classy men, and classy person in general. You know, I'm really longing for you to become more classy. The society will be so much more beautiful, so much more richer, so much more elegant. Our kids will be classy, schools will be classy, places that we go to will be classy. Let's create classy world. It's lacking so much. And to summarize, let's go through some points one more time. That to be classy, it is of course your appearance, but first of all, it starts with your language. Then we go to the clothing. Of course, it's about your grooming and makeup. By the way, being classy, it's having also natural hair colors. If you're blonde, that's blonde, not gray. If you're brunette, that's black or brown, not purple or red. So make sure your color of the hair is also classy. The length of your nails is also classy. This is the longest you should have, not longer than this. And on the feet, nails need to be very short, cannot be long on the feet. Cannot the skin not be taken care of? That's also elegance. The grace is how you dress, how you move, how you sit. Grace and classical lifestyle is friends that surround you. Do you have classy friends? Men surround you. Do you date classy men? Do you go to classy places? And lastly, what we discussed is that to actually become very classy and elegant, it starts with a classy mindset. You have to completely shift your mindset and decide that today I am a beautiful person. I decide to be classy. Whatever it will take. Okay, guard my tongue, the way I talk, fine. Changing my clothing, fine. Changing my grooming, fine. Changing my friends, fine. Changing the person I date, fine. Changing the way I think, fine. Those are a lot of improvements, but I will do it. I did it with my life and it worked. And I'm just maintaining it right now. When you do it once, you don't need to go back and do it again. It's a one-time thing. I decided long time ago that I will date only classy men. And guess what? I date only classy men. I will marry only a classy man. And I have made the decision. I will stick to this decision. I hope now your eyes are a little bit more open and you realize that classiness is a choice. It's a lifestyle. To become classy, you choose to change your lifestyle. And I know it's possible. I did it. I've always been classy, to be honest, and you can do it as well. That's why it's natural for me to teach you something that is in my blood. It's not performance classic person that I am. I don't need to perform. This is who I am. And that's why I can actually inspire you to be classy because this is natural to me. It's easy to learn from someone who's actually practicing. So thank you so much for watching. I wish you to become more classy, more elegant, more graceful today. And most of all, of course, remember to smile today and enjoy your life.